We know that Shi No Numa Reborn is going to be the very first round-based zombies map inside of Call of Duty Vanguard, but what could be the next one? Because we know that after Shi No Numa Reborn, which is, by the way, pretty much already finished according to leakers online, that we should be getting one more. Now the question is, where is this location going to be? Because we know that we should be getting one more round-based zombies map for Call of Duty Vanguard in around Season 5 Reloaded, obviously the end of that game's life cycle, unless there's a year 2, of course, which we got into in another video here. Now, I have a theory that Kino Der Toten could be returning inside of Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies as a round-based map, and there are a couple reasons why. Obviously, first and foremost, we have a remake with the Shi No Numa Reborn map, so with Kino Der Toten, it would just be another remake. They already have a lot of the assets laid out. They don't really have to come up with a whole new map layout. They already know what they would do. Of course, they could add an extra room, just like they're doing with Shi No Numa Reborn, some sort of new area. But with Kino Der Toten, there is a really good chance that it comes back because of the Mauer Der Toten map inside of Cold War. Obviously, Mauer Der Toten was set inside of Berlin, and just across the way was Kino Der Toten, also inside of Berlin, Germany, with the theater. We thought that a lot of what was going to be coming with Berlin was going to be part of Kino Der Toten, some sort of Kino Der Toten remastered area, kind of like how we got in Die Maschine with Nocturne Toten, but maybe they were waiting until they get to Vanguard to make that a thing. Obviously, Kino Der Toten was a German area of operations, and back in Mauer Der Toten, they had the Project End Station lab that you could get to by breaking through the door with the Cerberus. We were honestly shocked that there wasn't a secret Easter egg of Kino Der Toten inside of Mauer Der Toten, but it's very, very possible that End Station lab, and I talked about this before, was actually connected to Kino Der Toten.
Wait. Now, wait a second. Do y'all see what I see? Wait.
Bruh.
Obviously, Vanguard Zombies is set shortly after the events of the End Station Laboratory in Die Maschine that obviously locked away Zykov and created the Forsaken. While in Vanguard the Forsaken has yet to rise to power, it's seemingly that he will soon, and with that being said, there's a good chance that where he tried to break through at Mauer Der Toten inside of the End Station lab, all that stuff starts to return inside of Vanguard, and we go back to Berlin and explore that End Station lab and its creation, because realistically there's probably still people working there right now inside of Vanguard. And instead of there being a dimensional gateway that you go through in Mauer Der Toten that Valentina eventually comes through in that game, instead it's like a subway station out to Kino Der Toten, or maybe we take one of the trains on Mauer Der Toten over there to Kino Der Toten. But the End Station lab is one of the biggest unexplained mysteries from Mauer Der Toten that we have no idea what the core purpose was. Obviously, the zombie outbreak at Kino Der Toten was kind of a big deal, and having the little breach in the dimensions right there at Mauer Der Toten, literally like on the other side of Berlin, there's a good chance that these two things should be tied together. And with Vanguard being set in the World War II era and End Station being a World War II laboratory, it just makes sense that we return there inside of Vanguard Zombies to see how the occult is working through all of these different scientific events and breaking through into the dark ether to release these entities, as well as Valentina, Zykov, and maybe even the Forsaken, as well as possibly Cortifex. If in a last-ditch effort, if this is the last map for Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies, we try to defeat Cortifex on our own turf, and maybe even Von List tries to bring him to the real world as a last-ditch effort to beat us, then he could go to Berlin and find this dimensional gateway. And by doing so, he would be releasing Cortifex and a ton of zombies and the entire horde into our world, starting at Kino Der Toten and the End Station Laboratory. These two things fit in so well with the current state of the Vanguard Zombies storyline, and I really do hope that Kino Der Toten returns in some way, shape, or form. Of course, first we're going to have the Shi No Numa Reborn map, and everything coming to it is going to be on the screen right now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.